Hey guys, it's Jessie, Sandwich Stitches here. I'm currently driving to CollectorCon to set up for the next 2 days. It's a 30-minute drive and, well, with traffic right now, it's like 5:53, so kind of peak rush hour going east. Oh wait, it's a green light, 1 second. Oh, anyways, so this is gonna be part 2, so if you didn't watch part 1 for all my prep and stuff, you could go watch it. But this is basically gonna be me selling at the convention and then like the results after. I'm 2 minutes away, so I'll catch you guys at the setup. Hey guys, oops, here's the setup. Here's the setup. Just like my mock, my Sanrio, and then I decided to move my chickens here, my frogs, the ducks, the blah 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 blah, all crochet, crochet, crochet. I need to find a spot to put like the regular capybaras. I'll figure it out tomorrow. And then here's the Suit Sprite keychains, new additions, and then the chickens, and then the Gojo Ghetto, and then yeah, and then this is just my art stuff. Yeah, it's like 7. I'm starving. I'm gonna go home, but excited for tomorrow. Woo! Woo! CollectorCon, Market Day 1. Whoa! Driving there right now. We're gonna be there in 24 minutes. I guess we're slightly late because we're supposed to be there 15 minutes before opening, but we're gonna get there 13 minutes before opening. That's okay. Yeah, excited. Although I don't know, it's like Friday. Yeah, Friday at like 11. So I don't know. I feel like people have work in school, so we'll see. We'll see how the foot traffic is. Yeah, see you at the market. Hey guys, I'm at CollectorCon. It's currently 12:44. It is extremely slow as expected. It's Friday, so I'm kind of like, okay, whatever. Hopefully tomorrow will be better. I've made 2 sales. Oh, hello! I've made 2 sales. I guess 3 technically, because someone pre-ordered something, so I'm at $54. So that's halfway through making back the table cost. So that's pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, very slow. So I'm making calcifers, but I forgot to bring stuffing, so I'm just gonna leave them unfinished. The kind of sad thing about this is that I need to stuff it before I close it, so I'm just leaving a bunch of red yarn so I can finish it later. So I guess I'll bring stuffing tomorrow and finish it then. And yeah, I like crochet a little orange to go on my capybaras that I made yesterday. And yeah, that's all. I'll just be making calcifers. Hey guys, checking back in. It's currently, oh, 1 second. It's currently 4:29. Very slow day. I've made 4 sales. I'm at $69. Woo! So I almost made back my table fee, which is good. But yeah, across these like 5.5 hours, I've made 3 sales, so very slow. Hoping tomorrow will be better. Yeah, it's just mainly vendors and the organizers walking around. There's like very little actual attendees, where it's like the same 5 attendees walking around all day. But yeah, hopefully it'll be better tomorrow. I have a bunch of calcifers, empty husks of calcifers, because I don't have stuffing. I will bring stuffing tomorrow and stuff them all. Yeah. Hello, this is my mom. This is 你都不说 hello 啊. This is hello. Hello. Look, I taught her how to crochet. She's making my calcifer, these little calcifer log thingies for me. It's day 2, a little busier than yesterday, but still very slow. I've made $38. I sold 1 calcifer card hanger and my last remaining stingray, and then that vendor across from me bought a blue chicken, and that's my $38. So I've made back like $7 positive for this event, which is a little sad, but all good. At least I made back my table fee. And yeah, I was making a stingray, but I ran out of yarn, so it's gonna be like this. Yeah, and I brought yellow yarn to try to work on the SpongeBob commission. Well, I sit here. Yep. Hey guys, here is my review recap results from CollectorCon, I guess. It's currently Monday, so it's been, I guess, 2 days since CollectorCon. I low-key was not looking forward to making this video because it was just kind of a sad event, a little bit. So I did make back my table fee, which was great, but let me talk about the event. So it was 2 days. Day 1 was Friday, from like 11 to 5, and day 2 was Saturday from like 9 to 6. So first of all, the problem with these times is that one, it was on a Friday, and I think most people have work. Luckily my company gave me the stat, as I think I've said in a previous clip. But so I had the day off, but most people did not. It was not a mandatory stat. So most people either still have school if they're like, you know, in like high school, elementary, blah blah blah, or they have work. So Friday was just super dead. It was like the same, like I'd say like 5 or less people walking around. Like it was just that slow, and most of the sales on Friday came from like other vendors or like the other, what are they called, the panelists and stuff, just like people that were already there to be part of the event, you know, not as an attendee. So it was just super slow. And then Saturday it started at 9 a.m. and as you can guess, I don't know, it was just really dead. It was really dead in the morning, and it was like we were kind of hoping that it would pick up later on, but it just kind of didn't. Like I don't know how much the organizers advertised the event, and like the location, it is kind of like away from like Vancouver, so I don't know how much that affected it. I was kind of like, oh, it's like maybe it's like the only like convention in this area, so everyone's gonna go kind of vibe, you know, like a small town vibe. But no, it didn't really happen. It was just really slow. I think like Saturday there was maybe like 10 to 20 people the entire day that were like attendees. Maybe pushing it to 25, I don't know, but it's still like really low in terms of attendance. So what makes it kind of sad is that the organizers, I can tell that they tried, you know, and they really cared about the event. And it wasn't like, you know, some other events like my first, like the Sea Market event that I did too, like last month. It was kind of just like, you know, it was a coffee shop and they just have space, so they opened it up to vendors and that was it, you know. But this one, it's like they really tried. They wanted a good event. You know, they were doing events and stuff. They were doing talks and stuff. There was just no attendees, so it was just sad, in my opinion. But the organizers were really nice, even though, yeah, the results are kind of and like because of that, I'm not too sure if I would go back next year. But it sounds like they do want to continue having this. Because they were saying like, oh, looking forward to seeing you guys next year. But from the people that I talked to, I don't know if a lot of people are gonna go back. I think some might. I did make back the table, but it was just kind of like long hours and like not that much profit. So I'm just like, I don't know, I feel like I could have been spending my Friday and Saturday doing something else kind of thing, you know. Obviously if I'm like, okay, I have nothing to do, then yeah, sure. But it was just like the vibes were, it was just, for me it just felt a little awkward because, you know, like they were having talks and stuff, and there was like 5 attendees like attending these talks, and I'm just like, I'm just sitting here, you know, crocheting. But yeah, it was still nice. I talked to my table mates a little bit. They were nice. So as I mentioned, one of the tables next to me was selling like a bunch of crochet too, and I was like kind of debating, like asking the organizers like, can you move us? But I was like, I don't know, maybe like they want to be next to other crochet, like my table mate. So I left it. But then during the event, so one of the vendors behind me was saying like, oh, it's like unlucky that you guys got put next to each other. And my table mate, or I guess not table mate, table table neighbor was saying like, yeah, it's unfortunate. So I was like, okay, I guess we both felt that way. So maybe I will speak up about it next time. It was just, yeah, kind of awkward because she sold chickens, I sold chickens, and it ended up being like most people bought her chickens. I don't know if it was like the price or like the display, because like most of her table is chickens, whereas, or not most, like it's like very front and center, whereas mine is kind of just like very tiny parts of my display. So most people bought her chickens, and which is great. But then I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, I can obviously see that people are buying her chicken, and I'm like, damn, but my chickens, you know. But anyways, it was fine. She was cool. People still bought my chickens, like one person. But yeah, you know, yeah, it was also low key, kind of like good market research, because a lot of people liked her void chickens, which made me think like, should I make void chickens? But it's I don't know. It's like kind of awkward because if we go to the same event and we still sell something, I'm like, I don't know. But yeah, it was cool. It was nice to get to know her, and then yeah, it felt like they put most of the crochet people in that area, because across from me, two of them, they also kind of sell crochet, like very little amounts, but still like a bit of crochet. And then there was one other crochet table that was like a bit farther away. It was like two grandmas, I think, and it was kind of cute. But yeah, they were like two grandmas like doing a crochet table. It was wholesome. But yeah, I don't really know how they did. But yeah, in terms of sales, so let me see, how do I want to go about this? Okay, so last video I did like the number of items sold, but I think it's more useful to do like net sales. So I guess I'll just go over each item and what sold. I will say, I got like the Gojo Ghetto, the person that bought it was like $30, so I counted that towards this sale because they came to this convention to get it, and my mom was with me day 2, so she ended up spending $67 on my table, even though I was like kind of saying like, no, it's okay. Like she said she wanted to support me, so it was really nice of her. So like keep that in mind, because without my mom, I still would have made back my table fee, but it would have been a lot less because I did not make that much money. So I guess I will go down the list. I have my screen, my spreadsheet up here, so I'll go down the list and I guess I'll say how much they sold and blah blah blah. So first, my number one bestseller, I guess, was my calcifer car hangers. I sold 2 for $15 each, so it was a net of $30. Yeah, there's not much to talk about, I think. They kind of just bought it. And yeah, and then second, in terms of profit, was my Donald Duck for $22. I sold 1 to my mom. Yeah, and then after that, I sold 1 blue chicken it was my big chicken, for $20. And then I sold 1 brown chicken for $20. It was kind of interesting because there was this family on Saturday that was walking around, and then they bought chickens from my neighbor, and then in my head I was like, okay, they're obviously not gonna buy my chickens because they just bought chickens. So they were like walking past my table and they were looking, and I was like kind of crocheting and like I said hi and stuff, but in my head I was like, okay, they're obviously not gonna buy my chicken. And then the lady grabs the chicken, one of my chickens, and she's like, can I have this one? And I was so shocked. I was like, oh, you're getting that? I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I was rude, but I was like so surprised. But yeah, and then she bought my brown chicken, and then she, I guess, made another lap around, and then she came back, and then she bought my brown chicken like keychain form. So that was kind of interesting. She went home with 3 chickens. Yeah. But yeah, so both my big chickens sold, although my blue one was sold to my mom. And then I sold 2 Gojo Ghetto keychains to like the person that pre-bought it before the event. Yeah, and one person, I actually ended up trading a Gojo keychain to another vendor for a like 3D printed froggy chair. So yeah, and then I sold 1 stingray for $15. So, oh wait, maybe I should have said this earlier, but so day 1, including my $30 like Gojo Ghetto sale, I made $69. So table fee was $100, so I was like, okay, I just need to make $30 day 2 to make back my table fee. And then like I think an hour and a half in, one person, they bought both my calcifer car hanger and my stingray, my only stingray, for $30, and I was like, nice, I'm set. So yeah, that stingray and like the calcifer car hanger pretty much made back my remaining table fee. So yeah, and then after that, ooh, how should I do this? Because I sold some prints and stuff, but I don't know if you guys care. I'm gonna say it anyways. If you guys don't care, I'll leave it out in the future videos. So next up, I sold three cat ramen prints. They were like $5 each, but I was running some sale on it, and my square said after like the sales, the average was like $13.45. I mean $13.43. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, and then next I sold an opossum for $12. It was kind of funny. The guy, I realized afterwards, he was like another like vendor or like panelist. He was walking around and he was like looking at the opossum, and then I was saying like, oh, he's just a silly little guy, and then he was like, well, that silly little guy is gonna be mine, and then he just bought it, and I was like, oh, it was like my first or second sale of the day on Friday. I only made 3 sales on Friday, so I was like, wow, cool. Yeah. And then I sold a Perry the platypus for $12. I did get comments about it, like again, like if people the people that came was like, oh my god, Perry the platypus. And also, this event was doing a scavenger hunt kind of thing, and like I participated in it, and like my prompt was like, oh, find my table and like say like find Perry on my table and blah blah blah. So that got a few comments too. So I mean, well, they were doing the scavenger hunt, so I guess they would comment, but yeah. And then next I sold a Suit Sprite keychain, $12 to my mom. And then up next I sold an Ace cat little charm, acrylic charm, for $12. And then I sold a Killjoy cat charm for $12. That was actually my first sale of the event, and it happened like really early on, so I was like, whoa. Yeah. And then up next I sold 2 of my K-Barbecue cat prints for, okay, these are some weird numbers. After the discount, it came out to $9.09. They were $5 each. $5 each, but the total was $9.09. And then I sold 2 of my shaved ice cat prints for like $5 each, so $9.09 as well. I will say I was doing like I was doing a bundle, okay? Like I was doing 5 prints for like $23 or something. That's why the number came out so weirdly per item. Yeah, and then I sold one of my small chicken keychains for $8. Okay, this is weird because I definitely didn't sell any of my normal chicken ones, the white one. So I think it was the brown one from that lady that bought like 3 chickens, but I didn't note it down. But yeah, one small chicken keychain for $8, and then I sold the rest are all prints. So yeah, I made like, I don't know, like $20 from that. So yeah, that was it pretty much. So in total, I made my net sales was after my discounts and stuff was $261 minus the table fee. I made $161. Woo! So yeah, as I said, without my mom's like $67, I would have made like less than $100 this event. So I was kind of like, for 2 whole days, that's pretty bad. So yeah, I do feel bad. Like, yeah, no, the organizers were so nice, but the event was kind of just sad. My day 1, they didn't have any signs outside or anything. Like there was no like CollectorCon here, arrow, blah blah blah. Like I only like, you know, I drove in because I had the address, but otherwise there was no like signs for like people just walking by and stuff. The road outside this building is kind of busy, not like pedestrian wise, I don't think. Well, I don't know, I wasn't like outside that much, but like car wise it was like beside a kind of busy street, all things considered, but there was just no signs anywhere. So like, yeah. And then like someone pointed out like at the end of day 1, it was like we were in like a Discord with the organizers, like a Discord not channel, server, Discord server with the organizers, and someone like messaged and was like, it would be nice to have like signs outside, and then they were like, yeah, we're looking into that. So when I drove in Saturday, I didn't see any signs, and when I drove out, I don't think I saw any signs. So I don't know if they meant looking into it as in like for like next year, because then yeah, I don't know, because I don't think I saw any signs. Maybe there were signs and I missed it, but yeah, I don't know. My boyfriend like went out to get sushi on Friday, and he saw on the sushi like at the sushi place, they're like on their wall there was like a collector sign, like flyer. So I was kind of like, oh, so like, you know, it seems like they're trying to advertise it, and like I don't know if they like put it on like school walls and stuff. I don't know like what the logistics behind that is. Like, do they have to pay or whatever? I don't know, but yeah, so it does look like they were kind of trying to advertise it, and like on their Instagram and stuff, you know, they were trying to do that. But yeah, I don't know how far the reach got or anything. There were some vendors that like packed up early Saturday, like at like 2 p.m., and it was kind of just like yeah. And then like Saturday, like it's supposed to end at 5, and then like at like 5:45 someone behind me started like taking down, and then like pretty much everyone followed suit. So I was like out of there by like, oh, they started taking it down at 4:45. So everyone started taking their stuff down, so I kind of like did the same. So I was out of there by like 5:05. So yeah, that was Collector Con. I do wish the organizers luck, you know. I hope, like, I don't know, like, how it looked like they like invested the money. I think from my previous clip, like on Friday, it seems like they rented the tables and chairs. I don't know if that's normal or not. I don't know how much it costed or anything, but I assume like they had to invest a fair bit of money into like starting this event. So I do hope that they were able to come close to making back the money, because it sounds like they want to do it again next year. So yeah, I wish them luck. Maybe in like a few years, if I hear that it's popping off, then I might table there again. Maybe it's like a 30-minute drive, so not the worst, and the table fee was really cheap. It's just, yeah, if there was more attendance, I think this event would have been really fun. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's my review. Sorry, this vlog turned out kind of short. I was, like, kind of hoping it would be longer, but there's just not much happened at CollectorCon. I literally just sat there and crocheted. Like, I made a bunch of calcifers, as you probably saw, and then I taught my mom how to crochet and blah, 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 and that was pretty much it. Like, yeah, and that was pretty much it. I will say the 3D printing table behind me seemed to do really well. They mentioned that they made like $300 something. Sorry, I just realized I don't know if they care that I am telling you guys this. Well, I didn't say their name. I don't know if this should be like secret information, because I'm very open about telling my numbers. But anyways, it seemed like they did way better than me. And even without those numbers, like, just from, like, hearing them talk to customers, I'm like, oh yeah, they're definitely making more sales than me. So, yeah, who knows? I have some friends that, like, couldn't even make back their $50 table fee, which is kind of like, oh man, for 2 whole days, ugh. But yeah, I guess it'd be like that. It'd be like that sometimes. We were definitely all taking a chance in, like, this first time event. So yeah, so anyways, this will be kind of the end of like my market vlogs until September, I believe. My work is maybe talking about doing their own event in the summer. I think there's like no word about it, and it's already like reaching July, so I don't know if it's happening. They said it'll happen, and 2 years ago it was like in August, so I don't know. But if that happens, I guess that will be my next market. If not, then my next one guaranteed is an outdoor one in September. So yeah, if you guys followed along for my market series, then thanks for watching. If not, what am I saying? I'm still gonna be posting videos. I'm gonna do like normal crochet stuff, just like no markets. So yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching.